Hi, Daniel here from Learning on Demand English, and in today's video we're going to talk a little bit about the curious relationship between letters, and today it's I and J. Now on the face of it, I and J don't sound alike, they don't really look alike. I is a vowel and J is a consonant, but in the past they were basically the same letter, especially in Roman Latin. And the reason that they separated was ultimately because of the fractured sense of English. It's a little bit of a history of English. So, if we take a look at the way that English is formed, it's formed from essentially a group of different languages, from Norman French, from Latin, from the Roman invasion, from Germanic languages, from the Saxon invasion, from parts of Scandinavian, where we get the th sound. I'll make another video on that later. And ultimately, all of these languages came together in a confluence and kind of melted together in a melting pot. And I and J were originally the same letter, but because of the influence of all these different languages into English, they eventually separated. And so, yeah, or I and J, even connected with Y as well a little bit, became distinct and separate. If we think of the month of July, the month of July comes from Julius Caesar, and in English we pronounce that with a J. Usually, when we have the J at the beginning of the word, we pronounce it. For example, jam, or jelly, job, jinx, Julius Caesar, July. We have the J sound. But in Roman Latin, that was the same letter as I. They would say Juli or Julius Caesar. Of course, my Roman Latin pronunciation is not very good. I have no real video evidence to see how people spoke a couple thousand years ago, and as linguists, we always guess a little bit. So I and J used to be the same letter, but because of the influence of English, the community-based element of different towns, that gradually fractured and split. And that's something else which happens a lot across the English-speaking world. The influence of American English and British English. Regional accents also play a part. There are dialects within individual cities. So I and J is just one example of a language trend over time where certain letters do the same job, and then eventually new letters get created or taken away or split. And so I and J is a perfect example of that. I'll try and make another video connecting curious relationships between letters as soon as I can. If you have any suggestions for future videos that you would like to watch or like me to make, get in touch on the details below, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from you. This has been Daniel from Learning on Demand English, and I will see you in the next one.